All right, welcome to a brand new video. This is a huge topic when it comes to communication because if you are a impact-driven leader, entrepreneur, creator, somebody who wants to make a massive difference, you're going to be working with and communicating with all different types of people. So what do you do when somebody gets defensive? Okay, how do you communicate with somebody when they're being defensive? This is really big because we never really learn this. And a lot of times when someone's being defensive, we just give up, we judge them, we victimize ourselves, we go away, we have resent towards the person, and we never talk to them again. Or when we talk to them, we put on a fake smile and say, hi, I secretly hate you, but I'm going to smile and be polite because that's what good humans do. So there's a much more powerful way to deal with this and to navigate this. And when it comes to, let's do a situation, okay, a scenario. So let's say a friend, let's just use a friend for example, but this could work for coworkers, anyone, really anyone. So let's say a friend says something that rubs you the wrong way and you say, you know what, I need to have a conversation with this person. It's just bothering me. It's eating me up. So you go and you have a conversation with them and you bring it up and you say, hey, let's just use the word Susie, for example. Hey, Susie, what you said to me last week, it really bugged me. And Susie gets defensive. You know what? The problem with you is that, you always take things personally. And, I just feel like you really don't care about me. Okay, all those things. Here's the thing to understand. When someone is defensive, even when it seems like they're attacking you, because that's commonly what they do. People defend, fight or flight or freeze, shut down, attack, run, disconnect. So when somebody is, even if they're attacking you, here's the thing you need to remember. Underneath defensiveness is pain. Okay, underneath defensiveness is pain. So if somebody gets defensive and then you get defensive back, it's just going to cause damage. And we make this mistake sometimes. We do this sometimes. But if somebody gets defensive, the key here is to start by acknowledging their pain. And the other thing is you want to stand your ground in your truth. But let's start at acknowledging their pain. There's a really great book by Chris Voss called Never Split the Difference. I highly recommend checking it out. And one of the things that he talks about in this book is tactical empathy. He would use this in hostage negotiation situations to kind of calm the reactive part of the brain down of the person who's taking a person or people hostage in his communication. And he uses a few different methods that you can look at in this book. But one of the things he talks about is labeling. When you label the other person's emotions, it tends to diffuse it. It also helps if you use what he calls the FM radio DJ voice, or remain like calm, lower your tone, and just step into a soothing, calming tone when you communicate this. It sounds silly, but it works. You might even noticing yourself feeling more calm right now as I do this. Either that or I'm creeping you out. Anyway, so using the FM radio DJ voice, calming down, relaxing, really being non-reactive because people mirror each other. And he says to use statements like, it seems. So in this situation, it seems like what I said upset you, or it seems like you're upset. And then, deepening the empathy, I totally understand how me bringing this up can be upsetting to you. And what I want you to know is that our friendship is really important to me. And then, bring up the issue. When you speak to me this way, let's say Susie was condescending. When you speak to me in a condescending way, it really hurts. So it helps as well when you open up about how somebody affects you when they communicate. If somebody says something to you and it hurts, you let them know, hey, it hurts when you say things like that. As long as they're emotionally connected, they'll get the message. Because generally people don't want to inflict emotional pain on people, generally. The other thing that I used when I was communicating that, the other technique is yes and versus yeah but. So notice how I said, it seems like what I said upset you. And I didn't say but when you are condescending to me, because when you say but, everything before that, it's like you just throw it in the trash and the person feels wrong. So generally you want to use and in the situations because you're avoiding triggering more emotional pain. It sounds like what I shared with you hurt your feelings. And I understand that it did. And I want you to know that our friendship is really important to me. I value you as a friend. And I just need you to know that it's not going to work for me anymore for you to be condescending to me, because it really hurts. And when you're condescending, I just want to run in the other direction. And I know that's not what you want either. If they continue being defensive, are you threatening me? That's a common one. Are you threatening me? You know, Susie, I'm not threatening you. I'm doing the best I can to communicate to you and share with you what's coming up for me. And I just really want you to hear that when you're condescending to me, it hurts. And I can only take it for so long. So I'm not saying this as a threat, but this is really affecting our friendship. And if it continues, then it'll probably lead to the place where we're no longer friends. And I know you don't want that, and I definitely don't want that either. Then, you know, you're staying calm, you're speaking your truth. Susie might go, okay, you're right. You know, I'm sorry. I thank you for your apology. It means a lot. Let's move forward. Okay. So this is just an example. Obviously, every situation and every scenario is different. And so that's why it's really important to practice these tools and these strategies. We talked about a few main strategies here. Tactical Empathy, Chris Voss. Great book, Never Split the Difference. Check it out. A lot of awesome tools in there. Also, yes and can be super powerful in negotiations and communications, especially when somebody's defensive. The other is just being conscious of your delivery and your tone and being in a relaxing state, because people do mirror each other, and it's very easy to unconsciously trigger someone. A lot of times we get worked up and we trigger somebody because we're like, our communication becomes sharp and fast, and like even me saying that's like, oh, it's a lot. So even if you're saying the most loving things, like, I love you, you're a really great friend, but yeah, it's just like, so that goes back to just understanding that communication is a lot more than just your words. It's your tone, it's your energy, it's your intention, your come from, the strategies, the language patterns. There's a lot that goes into it. With that being said, I hope that this video supported you and made a difference for you. Let me know what resonated with you in the comments down below. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe if you want to be notified with each and every video that comes out. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm quite active on there. I hope you have an amazing day. Also, check out any resources that are in the description. I drop a lot of tools and bonus resources in the description. So with that, have an awesome day, an even better week ahead of you, and an awe-inspiring life. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video.